What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate video. As you know, in a few days this weekend we're gonna have Super Smash Con, which, as you can see in the top right here, 3,919 attendance. I think this makes it the fourth biggest Smash Ultimate tournament ever, behind previous Super Smash Cons, Evo, and CEO. So this is going to be one of the biggest tournaments of this year, probably the biggest tournament for Smash of the year. And I just kind of wanted to go over the projected top 32 bracket and top 8 bracket, because it's actually pretty crazy just how many people are attending this, how many good players are attending this, especially certain players that haven't been attending as many tournaments. Like, you got people like Esam and some of the people from Japan who are coming over to compete. Like, this is going to be a pretty crazy tournament. But as you can see here, we have the projected top 32, which I wanted to talk about, because actually during the top 32, which I didn't actually know before the seeding happened, we have MKLeo projected to play Onin, who is one of the top Steve players. So this is actually going to be a really interesting matchup. Obviously, MKLeo is supposed to win this. As you can see, he's the #1 seed in the bracket. But Onin, if Onin wins this, it'll be the big main Steve defeat that I was talking about in the video I made a few days ago. You can watch that up in the top right. But he actually won't even, if he loses there, you can see Akola is right here. He'll end up playing Jackal or probably Meister. They actually have Meister beating Tweak, which I don't know how their set history has gone, but that's a pretty interesting decision right here. They have DeBuzz over Mars. They actually have Cola over Riddles. I think Riddles actually has set history against Cola. I'm interested to see who Cola will go, because recently Cola's Roy has kind of getting destroyed by Kazuya. So I'd be interested to see if he goes Cloud or some other character like that. They have Gluttony, Cosmos here. I think Cosmos could actually pull off the upset, depending on how Cosmos plays. Cosmos can either be really good or he can be really bad. Sometimes he wins, sometimes he loses. He could have potential to go on a crazy run, especially against a character like Wario. If he plays really solidly, he could go. DeBuzz is going to be really hard for any of these to beat. Obviously, DeBuzz just beat Gluttony at Smash Factor 9. So he has the set history of recently. So they have DeBuzz over Gluttony. Obviously, like I said, Akola down here. They have Light down here over Sisqui. Sonics over Zomba. These are all pretty reasonable. I don't think Sonics could beat Light, depending on how Sonics has been playing. He's been playing really well lately, especially after his recent tournament victories and just really good losers bracket runs. But I think losers is more interesting. So down here they actually have Mutace in losers against Fatality. This could actually go either way. Fatality's kind of been on a tear lately. He's kind of reinventing how to play Falcon. The traditional Falcon that's been played for most of Ultimate hasn't really been working, and I know I've seen him on Twitter talking about how he wants to reinvent how Falcon is played. So I'd be interested to see if he actually does go on a tear here at this tournament. I could see him beating Mutace, especially because Falcon Peach is super volatile. Both characters can just like instantly kill you pretty much off of like a combo or a string. If you get put in a bad scenario, it's really bad for both characters. They actually have Shiny Mark down here. They actually have Shiny Mark losing to Wadi, which I'm surprised, because both players are really good in certain situations. Both were at Smash Factor 9. Shiny Mark did really well, and I think he's probably the best up-and-coming Pikachu player, other than obviously Esam, but Esam hasn't been competing as much, and Shiny Mark has kind of been dominating the Pikachu meta for the last little bit. Other than that, they have Sisqui beating Wadi, which would probably be Dark Samus Rob. I'm not sure how that matchup goes. They have Gluttony winning over here over Zomba, which I could easily see. Sisqui kind of stalls out in the losers bracket usually. There's certain hurdles that he hasn't been able to get over, like Gluttony, some of the powerhouses of Smash, these top 10 players. Sisqui hasn't really been able to get past yet. They have Tweak beating Toast down here, which is reasonable. Toast has beaten Tweak before, so it is possible. It looks like Tweak is probably going to be playing Pyra and Mithra now, though, instead of like Diddy. I'm not sure how he'll go against Young Link. We have Esam down here beating Ned. This could go either way. Ned is really good at certain times, and Esam is he hasn't been attending as many tournaments, so he can play really good. I really hope Esam goes on a tear, because I want the Pikachu meta to be shown. Then they have him losing to Jackal, which I could see. Esam is another one of those players who I think has potential to go really hard. If he could go crazy, I could see him beating Tweak. I could see him beating Cola. I could see him going to top 8 losers or even top 8 winners if he wants to go that crazy. But obviously, since he hasn't been going to as many majors, this would probably be. They have Jake over here beating Base Mage. Base Mage is going to probably get really far, but yeah, unless he becomes the perfect Huff, I don't find it very likely that he'll get past all of these top tiers. Cosmos beating Jake is reasonable, but Jake could also win. I don't know how far MVD will go. He could play really well. He's been playing really well lately. And he made it onto the PGR of NA. I think he was 17 or somewhere in the top 20. But he's been playing pretty well. I don't think he's ever been able to beat Mars, like ever. I think Mars is statistically his worst matchup in Smash. So if they actually do end up meeting, yeah, Mars will beat him. Goblin has been doing I won't say he's been doing terribly, but he's been getting stalled out by these top tiers. Elegant has not been competing as much, but I still think he'd beat Yanni. I have more faith in Elegant to do these top bracket runs than Yanni. They have Riddles down here, and then they have Onan. Obviously, Big D coming in with the Ice Climbers. I will honestly say that I'll be surprised if Big D gets this far. I love Big D, and he was playing some crazy ICs at Battle of BC. But unless running at somebody like Apollo Cage with ICs, I have no clue how that matchup goes, but it doesn't seem good for ICs, especially because Snake Grenade can kill you out of a lot of combos. You'll just have to play some really good fundamental ultimate if you want to get past like certain people like this. And then they have Riddles going past here. They have they said they have MKLeo beating Onan. I'd be surprised. Imagine if MKLeo was down here instead of Onan, you would end up having somebody like Riddles, MKLeo, because obviously up here they have Riddles losing to Cola. I think Riddles wins this, and then imagine Onan loses this, Onan wins against Leo, and then you end up having losers round 3, Leo versus Cola, which would be absolutely insane, or even the alternative, Leo versus Riddles in losers round 3. That would be crazy, but they have Meister, Sonics, Cola, and Gluttony emerging from top 8 losers, and they have Leo, Dabuz, Cola, and Light emerging from top 8 winners. And then when we go to top 8, we can go to the projected top 8. Obviously, Leo is supposed to win the tournament. He's the #1 seed. But we have Leo over Dabuz. Honestly, this could go either way. Last tournament, we saw that Dabuz doesn't really have an answer for Leo's Joker, because Leo's Joker was the answer for Dabuz's Min. So now Dabuz is going to have to do some thinking to see who he can use to beat Leo's Joker, if he does end up going that, because there's no real counterplay for Leo's Joker so far. I would say in the Ultimate's history, the only counterplay for Leo's Joker has been Prime Tweet Pokemon Trainer and Prime Esam. Esam is the only person who's been able to force Leo's Joker before and has taken sets off of Leo's Joker. So those are the only 2 times that I can remember. Obviously, you have some random upsets like the Prodigy upset back in Frostbite 2019, but that's in the past. They have Okola over Light. This is pretty probable. And then they have Leo beating Okola in Winners Finals, and then beating him again in Grands. Obviously, in Losers, they have Gluttony. They have Light over Gluttony. They have Dabuz losing to Light, which is probable. From the top of my head, I cannot remember who Dabuz goes against Light. Out of his 3 characters, Olimar, Rosalina, Luma, and Min, I would say Olimar, just because he's the fastest, and you kind of need a fast character to deal with Fox. But other than that, I could see Dabuz maybe winning if he wants to go crazy like he did at Smash Factor. Losers Finals, either Akola Light, unless obviously Sonics or Gluttony just wants to make a crazy losers run, or even Meister for that fact. I would say it's probably either Akola Light or Akola Dabuz. I could see Akola beating both of them. I could actually see both of them beating Akola, depending on how they play. I think Light has a better chance of beating Akola just because of how he's been playing. He's been getting really close against some of the Steve players. Obviously, he lost to Akola at the Invitational, but besides that, I think his game plan fits more for beating Akola, although Dabuz being really patient with like Rosa, I think that's who he would go against Steve, but I could see him winning that. And then obviously, Grand Finals, they have MKLeo over Akola once Akola comes from Losers. Obviously, like I said, this is the most unpredictable matchup. I would say Leo Cola, Leo Onan is probably the most random matchup that we could think of. This is probably the most unpredictable, even though obviously based on the seeding it has Leo winning. I could see this going either way. my predictions are that for the Leo Onin set, if it does get there, as long as both of them progress through the bracket like they're supposed to, I would say that that Leo will win it, because I'm just going to go ahead and say that Onin's nerves will get to him. Even though obviously I have no reason to believe that he gets nervous or that he will get nervous. Facing the #1 player in a set as hype as, you know, the first big Steve that Leo will have to face, I think it'll either go, I think he'll get nervous, and I think Leo will just overwhelm him with pure fundamentals. This set could go either way. Like I said, Akola, usually just based on what we've seen, he plays solidly against everybody, no matter his opponent. He plays the same way and he wins the same way. He's very, very fundamental, but he's very good at the fundamentals of Steve and using Steve's overpowered anything just to win the set no matter what. So I could see this going anyway. Like I said, I could see pretty much, except Cola and maybe Gluttony and maybe Meister, I could see any of these people winning this whole tournament. But like I said, part of me wants to say that I could also see someone like Esam winning the whole thing, even though it'd be wildly unpredictable. Or even somebody like Tweak. They have Tweak going out to Cola, which is, in my opinion, a decent choice based on the seedings, obviously. But I could see Tweak winning this and going crazy. I could see Esam winning the whole thing. I just think this tournament is going to be really crazy, especially because there's just so many people here that we haven't seen at one major tournament in such a long time. I'm going to be streaming it on my Twitch page, which you can find in the link down below. I'm going to be restreaming, hopefully top 32, maybe a little bit before top 32, and then top 8. If you guys want to be there, make sure to click on the link down below and go ahead and follow my Twitch page. I try to go live lots. I'm going to do Ironman runs, etc. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are hyped for this tournament. It's going to be one of the biggest tournaments of the year. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.